Alright guys, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to play Gran Turismo and upload a video where I'm actually talking. That's the second such video. And we're going to see where we can go from here. What I'd like to do is I'd like to go through the game in simulation mode here and kind of have a community progress the game by community. So we've got the main map, the main menu of the simulation mode. We have various manufacturers: Aston Martin, Dodge, Toyota, Subaru, etc. And only the Japanese manufacturers have cars we can afford right now. None of the non-Japanese manufacturers have used cars, and those are the only cars that I have the money for. We go to my home, we can see that I have 10,000 credits there at the bottom. It is day one. Every day that I race or do something in the game, it increments that by a certain number of days, and the cars available in the used car dealership change. Other options are, we can see my garage is empty. We can load and save a game. I'm going to go ahead and save this. Yes, I would like to save a brand new, fresh game for this series, which may or may not be successful. If it isn't, I'll be super embarrassed, and I'll probably commit seppuku on this one. But over here we have some shortcut keys. This goes straight to home, this is saving, this is going to the race screen, and this is going back to the map. So, we've got a few options here, and I'll go through those in a roughly clockwise fashion. So, starting with Toyota, used cars. What I can afford is anything below the number of credits that I have, obviously. So we've got a Supra, we've got a couple of Corollas here, another couple of Supras, and then it just gets way more expensive as we go down. So we're going to start with that. This is not the Supra you may be thinking of, it's the much older model, which is basically just a Toyota Celica. But it's not a bad starting car. It's rear-wheel drive, fun to drive. Then we got the Panda 11 here. It's the initial D thing going on. We got the Sprinter with a neat flip-up headlights. These are all rear-wheel drive cars. So, in my opinion, Toyota is one of the best cars to start out with. We've also got Mitsubishi here, who has quite a few affordable models, like the Mirage in several different colors and configurations. We have a hatchback here. I think these might all be hatchbacks. We have a Mitsubishi GTO, which is the 3000 GT in the United States. That's not a bad car, it's all-wheel drive. The Mirage is a front-wheel drive little hatchback. And I think that's it for Mitsubishi. So, we've got that. And let's see, Honda going here. We've got a few Del Sols. We've got a standard Del Sol front-wheel drive, an SI, which is a little bit cheaper. I'm not sure why it's cheaper than the S. I think it's a little quicker than the S. Let's see, 125 horsepower versus 102. So yeah, definitely a worse buy there. We've got a 93 Prelude, another front-wheel drive car. Not a bad car to start with. Civic 3-door in wonderful Joker purple. We've got a 94 Prelude with VTEC. And another 94 Prelude. And let's see, nothing else. It's all way too expensive. And let's see, Subaru? Subaru, I don't think I can afford anything here. It's all way too dear. So, unfortunately, no all-wheel drive rally cars for me yet. Nissan should have a couple of good ones. I almost always start with a Silvia K's because it's a pretty flexible platform, cheap to upgrade, and it can last a while. But I'm going to let you guys pick. Put in what car you want me to get for this little playthrough to begin with. All the Silvias pretty much look the same. The Qs are a little bit lower horsepower, 133 on this one versus 172. So I prefer the Ks. Of course, I'm not the one picking the car here. We got Primeras, which are little, just they sold them as Infinities here. Little small family sedan. Got a 91 Silvia. It's a little bit newer. I think it may put out a little more power than the 88. Maybe a little less power. No, it's more. It's more. I'm an idiot. Let's see here. Got some more Primeras. And then one Skyline. It's GTS. It's a rear-wheel drive. It's not all-wheel drive. It's only got 187 horsepower. But I think it's the only Skyline in the game that I can afford. So, let's see here. Yeah. That's pretty much it there. And then, lastly, we have Mazda, which has a few RX-7s. I've always liked the look of these cars. Rear-wheel drive, 202 horsepower. We got some Miatas. I don't know what the difference between the V-Special and the normal is. They have the same power, and the normal is a little bit lighter, so that's a little bit better car. And I think that's it. Yeah. So it looks like a couple of RX-7s and a couple of Miatas are available for purchase. And that's pretty much your lot. Everything else is way too expensive. At this point, I don't even think there are any new cars that I can afford. Yeah, 17 grand. Let's see, who else would have a cheap car? Would Toyota? 14 grand. So it's going to be just used cars. So let me know what you want to see me purchase, and let me know if you want to see me recording the license, attempting the licenses. There's several different licenses. Each license allows us into more and more difficult races. And then there's arcade mode. So we've got various difficulties here, and a little key to show you what you can unlock. The ABC indicates the class of the car that you're driving, and each one of those is filled in with a dot as you beat them, starting with a blue dot at easy, then a yellow dot at normal, and a red dot at difficult. When you unlock all of those, it uncovers more and more of these question marks, and you can see the bottom, those are color-coded the difficulty you beat these at. And I'm not sure if I remember how exactly this unlocks. I think if I beat High Speed Ring on any difficulty, it'll unlock the next track. And if I beat that track, if I beat all of these tracks, I think it unlocks a row of cars at the bottom, but I can't remember. So if you want to see me do this, let me know. And that covers Gran Turismo. So yeah, just let me know. Let me know what you want to see. We'll go from there.